Hey there, YouTube world. Hammer time here. Hey, Bella, go in the other room with that. This is Operation Ice Cream, Germany 7. As you saw in my Italy video, we got quite a massing going on from the Allies. I've been watching the games because going G1 just for something different. So we are trying to defend our points. I think we're at 12. I really haven't counted. Well, we're at 12, but all right. I had $56 to spend, and I'm going to buy 5 fighters and 2 infantry. So we'll do some attacks. In Ukraine, we'll take 3 fighters into Bryansk, and they'll have 3 left. From Viborg, we'll take a bomber. Go 1, 2, 3. He'll have 3 left. That's a heavy bomber. From Leningrad, we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll have 5 left. This 1 bomber and the 3 fighters have 3 left. Yeah. From Leningrad, we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 tacticals and go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Tambov. And we'll bring the 3 fighters down. They'll have 1 left. I guess that's all my attacks. Alright, we'll do AAs. In Bryansk, he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, my goodness, man. They're just all misses, Bella. Go. 10 miss. Oh my goodness. I was counting on 2. Hopefully only 2, maybe 3. Wow. Well, let's see if we can do that in Tambov. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 AAs. Or wait a minute. No, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. 1 AA only gets to shoot at 3. That's the facilities. Oh my goodness. Boy, and I still rode 3 all misses. So yeah, 3 in Tambov is misses too. Wow. I get so lucky on AAs. Like I always say in my videos, where I get unlucky, especially in Japan, is where I'm taking like a tactical and fighter, maybe a couple infantry and go in somewhere. I always seem to get my aircraft shot down as Japan. I don't know why, but I do. All right. Well, let's do Tambov. I can't target select, so I have 1, 2, 3 tacticals paired at 4. And 1 not paired. and 3 fighters. Man, come on, flip over, flip over, flip over. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Whoops. So I got 4 hits. I would have liked 5. He has 3 tanks at 3 and 2 fighters at 4. Right, 3 tanks, 2 fighters. Wow, 4 hits. Ugh. And that's what always happens to me too. Well, I guess 4 and 4, my goodness. So he's gonna take the AA. And wow, does he want to keep the land units? Does he want to keep land units? It's 3 more hits. I did not ask him. If he was to take the 3 tanks, you know, man, if it was me, I didn't even think this over. Would I take... I guess it all depends upon the other battle too. Maybe I should have done that one. Well, he could have... No, there's no fighters there. All right. You know what? I'm going to have to do this. Let me put the AA back. So it's 4 hits against 4 hits. I think we're going to have to go to this battle, because if he's got some troops left over here, I mean, I could block. Maybe this is more significant because there is some fighters here, so he could keep the fighters if he had some ground units left over here. I think I'm going to have to do that. Let me switch over to Bryansk. I've already done the AA. So let's do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 28 twos. So here's first set of 10. Wow, nice roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to write this down because I need my greens. So that's 6 hits on the first round. Let's do it again. This is the next set of 10. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more hits. Man. So that's 6 in the first round, 6 in the second. Let's see, 7, 14, 28. So I only get 8 dice. It's 2, 4, 6, 8 more left. Nice. Flip over. Yeah. 3 more. So my heavy bombers got 6, 12, 15 hits out of possible 28. That is phenomenal. All right. What I have left is 3 fighters at 3. Yeah, 3 fighters at 3. 1 hit. All right. So his defense is 3, 4 at 2 for the 4 artillery, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 at 3 for the tanks. 3, 6. Where's my other blues? Hey, Bella, did you take some dice? Oh, they're being used as casualties there. All right. They're being used as my casualty dice up there, so I don't forget what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to roll 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to have to roll 3 more tanks. Wow. This is what he gets for rolling so bad. He shouldn't have that much in Brianx anyways. I was counting on maybe 4 troops he had left over, maybe 5. So it really changed everything I had to do with my Air Force, which is going to hurt me in Leningrad. But anyway, so he got 2 hits. So this is kind of payback, but actually it really hurts me more because I'm bringing in all my Air Force. So that was 1, 4, 5, 6. He gets 3 more hits. And he got 2 more hits. So he got a total of only 4 hits there. So let's see what this comes out as. 6, 12, 6, 12, 13, 14, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for him. So that's 1, 3, 4. What do you have here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He only had 14. So that takes care of all his units. Which again, he shouldn't have that many there. I got diced bad on his rolls when he attacked there. And then I had to bring in all my bombers just for take care of it. He got 4 on me. So I'm going to go with the bombers. I'll go with the ones that have 3 left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll take out a chip for the 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a bomber. So that's 4 bombers. All right. So 3 fighters remain at 3 spaces. 3 bombers remain at 5 spaces. We already did this one. All right, now we got to go back to Hare. So here's the question. So, man, he has no. This was a 4 and 4. The only so if I take this is 1, he needs 3 more. If I take off 3 tanks, he has no Russian besides the one up here, this mech, but it ain't gonna reach nothing. It's up here in Archangel. I didn't have enough to take it out really. But they can't get down to help anywhere in Russia or Stalingrad. So would he choose air units? Man, I hate to do it and not roll 4s for him. If it was me, man, what'd he get? 4 on me, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have 3 remaining. He'd have 2 remaining. I'd probably do 2 tacticals. I'd probably lose 3 tacticals and a fighter. So I'd have a 4 and 2 3s against. The planes really don't matter. You know what? I'm just going to take these and do it the old-fashioned way. We'll just do that. I'm going to take 1, 2 tacticals. I'm going to take 2 tacticals and 2 fighters. No. I'm going to have to take 3 tacticals and a fighter. Alright. Alright, let's get back to this Tambov for the second round. So I have a tactical paired and 2 fighters. Thank you. 2 hits, that's what I needed on his 2 fighters. and he has 2 fighters in defense. 1 hit. Okay, so he loses his 2 fighters anyways, but he did get a hit on me, which he probably would anyways. And he got a hit on me, so I'm going to take out the tactical. And I believe that's all the rolling. I'm tired anyways. Too much brain thinking. All right. So I had 2 fighters remaining in Stalingrad with 1 space to go, so the only way they can go is Rostov. Right? Man, this map is... I like this map. I love Lieutenant Stan's map. But I'm getting to be an old man. And sometimes when I see on YouTube with Lieutenant Dan's beautiful, beautiful map, it just seems to get too dark in some areas. Maybe it's just me. But I love this map compared to a lot of other maps because, man, the color just is a light color. And I do like the color, but man, the units just pop. You can always see any little speck of color in here. So that's why I like this map, because it's easier for me to see. Bryansk. 3 fighters have 3 remaining. So of course they're going to go 1-2 back to Leningrad. And the 3 heavy bombers that have 5, of course, are going to go back to Leningrad. I need all the fodder I need. And this mech is still there. Right. And you know, I did this wrong. This man should have went in the Smolensk. So, if they don't mind, I'm just gonna walk him into Smolensk. I need the extra point probably anyways. So, Germany up to 43. Actually, you know what? Nah, I didn't mark it. I better not do that. I'll just leave them there. All right. Let's see here. Those were down. Okay. So the 2 infantry in Vyborg, of course, will go to Leningrad. The transport's going to go back 1, pick up 2 men from Berlin, and go back and drop in Leningrad. 3, 4, 5 infantry from Berlin will rail into Leningrad. Whoopsie, stand up and fight. Probably will die, but you're gonna die standing. Fighter from Denmark, 1, 2, 3, 4 into Leningrad. And this is why I didn't want to have to take my whole Air Force down here as much. But when he had that much remaining in order to get these knocked out, this is what really hurt me. All his troops. Germany just rode horribly in defense. I mean, man, really bad. You guys can go look at Russia 7 and see how bad it was there. All right. Because, man, I had like 16 tanks and 4 infantry and a couple AA, I believe. Three infantry from Paris will rail 1, 2 down to Rome. Five infantry from West Germany will rail to Yugoslavia. One man from Bulgaria, one infantry, will go to Greece. Oh crap, I forgot to do a walk-in, man. Sorry guys. I meant to do that. I know they'll let me. We're all nice to each other. So Belgium, Holland goes up 3 more. So 45 for Germany. So I took a guy out of Western Germany, walked into Holland, Belgium. Totally forgot. I didn't even mark it, and I meant to do it. What did I buy? And 3 guys from Berlin will go into here, into Western. Got the AA here. I'm gonna change my buy, guys. If I take off 4 fighters, no, I take off 3 fighters. That's $30. 5. So that's going to be 10 infantry. So instead of, wait a minute, I bought 5. So if I took off 3, that's 30. That gives me 10. I'm actually going to take off 1 more 10. Alright, and add 3 more. You always want your best moves, I guess, in YouTube games, so here it is. So I had 56, right? 20, 40, 56, so I got a bomber, 10 infantry at 30, that's 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 15, so that's 55. So I save $1, which it don't matter, shoot. So there's my buy. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 infantry and a fighter instead, guys. Should have done that to begin with, but just trying to get a little too fancy or whatever. So, so let me see here. 3, 4. So if I lay down 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. It's going to be 9 infantry and a fighter. So I moved 3 guys over, so I'm going to put an AA up here again, and an infantry moves up into Denmark, and 1 more moves into Denmark. And these guys still have room. I'm gonna put 2 more infantry up here in the Denmark. I always do that with my dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Italy goes first. Alright, so that'll work. So that'll be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, so then I have 3, 4, 5. 4 will go down in France. 2 will go into Berlin. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, I had 3 more to spare. Well, I had 5 to spare. That were all sitting in Western Germany first before I moved 3 over. Because this was my buy. So I'm going to put 3 more up here into Denmark. I just don't want them slipping through into Berlin. And then the 3, this was my buy, so the 3 I moved over is there. And I had 3 that were still here that I could move if I want to, but I'm not. I think this will do it. All right, Gibraltar, artillery AA, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 infantry. Greece, 1 infantry. Rome, 3 infantry. Yugo, 5 infantry. Paris, 4 infantry. Belgium, 1 infantry. Western Germany, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15 infantry and a fighter. Berlin, 2 infantry. Yugo, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 AA. 1, 15 transport. 2 fighters in Rostov. Infantry in Belarus. In Leningrad, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15 infantry, 4 fighters, 3 heavy bombers. Well, again, skimpy in some areas that I need, but that's the problem when you wake the sleeping giant 2 games in a row on the very first turn. They can go all out attacks on you, so I had to hold Gibraltar. Then I have to hold Denmark, so that don't 1, 2, 3 punch into Berlin. I still got to try to hold points, which I held Paris. So it's Leningrad that's now going to be probably taken. We'll see. The only good thing I got is he's got to come in waves, so... Alright, well, we'll see. Moose Cow and Madman came up with a great plan here to first use the American fleet here. Then on CW's turn, he blocked this from the seaport. 1, 2, can't get 3 down to here. So they took over Sumatra and held on to Java. And UK put 2 transports here. So going to Japan's 8th turn, and he put a transport here for CW. They stacked New Guinea to counter 1, 2, 3 to counter Japan going into New Guinea, Dutch New Guinea, for the oil point with only 3 transports. I think he can heavy bomb or transport maybe. I'd have to count it out, but I won't waste the time. So, Moose Cow Madman did a great job on blocking this fleet from getting down to here. Well, and of course over here too, but so it looks like they've put the lid on Wojtek down here. So we'll see what Wojtek decides to do here, especially when there's a bunch of transports, CW and America, sitting here in New Guinea that can come in and wreak havoc in their last round. So, and he's got that up there. So anyways, I know I'm doing a recap, but hey, it's Germany's last turn. You guys can always turn this off. I've already done everything. So it's just interesting to I've talked about Madman about something afterwards, but I have a question on what he did over there, but wait till after the game. It's always nice to get insight from people to learn what they're thinking, and maybe you can pick up on it. So, and he's got these 4 transports here, so that's why I kind of got to position my troops to counter and hold. So we'll see. So, great game. I love the, that's the other reason why I like to go G1 and J1, and just, not all the time, but I like to do it as access to gain the experience. But sorry, I was grabbing this stuff. I'm gonna put some pieces up as I'm blabbing my mouth. But I know a lot. There's some new guys that watch my YouTube that they're trying to learn. So it's always nice to, when I have a little time, I'll explain to them. YouTube, guys, is not to win. It's to have fun and to learn through experience. I always say this: somebody could sit here and tell you what to do all day long, and it's not gonna sink into your head. And what the enemy does, what the other opposing player does, is gonna change that. So you're gonna have to think on the fly. You're not gonna have someone sitting there and telling you. So when I go G1 and J1, we have this happen to us, okay? We have the Allies down our necks, up our throats, up our butts, scratching and clawing at us at every angle you can think of. So what it does, though, is it makes you have to think of every single piece. And I'm not perfect. I'm going to guarantee that they're going to find my holes. I try to not have any, and that's what I tell Wojtek. He's finally starting to play YouTube, so he's going to learn this. He's going to see this also. The Allies, these great players, are going to find the holes in your game. But once you see the holes, you'll never make the mistake again. And you won't get this experience if you don't do G1, J1, do something drastic to where the Allies are down your throat all game long, not just for the last 4 turns because you held America to the 4th round. Okay, then you only got to deal with them 4 rounds, right? So go J1 and G1 on YouTube or in your personal games, and this here will hone your skills like nothing before, especially if you're playing against really great players, man. You have got to concentrate, and your buys got to be almost perfect, your placements got to be perfect, and your moves have to be almost perfect. So it really, a tense game like this will really hone your skills. If it does nothing else, which it will, it'll give you the experience of what happens in late games when you go all out in the first round, where you let the Allies come into the war in the first round. But it really hones your skills, man, because you've got nothing but a horde of Allies coming in at you everywhere. And so it's kind of like high schoolers and college guys that, especially in baseball, you rack up the pitching machine to 115, 120 miles an hour, and you just start swinging day after day, week after week when you get some time. And Then when you start seeing a pitch come in at 100 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour is fast, but it seems a lot slower because you've been dealing with 120 miles an hour. So, and they like doing that. So anyways, it's kind of like this. You keep the allies out of the game till game 4. It's kind of like you're playing it, practicing with 80 mile an hour pitches. Then in the game, they're throwing 100 miles an hour. Well, if you go G1, J1 and just let them come in on you, it's like you're practicing at 120 miles an hour, and then when you get into the real situations and tournaments, it's like they're only throwing at 100, so it don't seem as fast. So, anyways, just chatting to a few guys, 5 in particular, that I've been helping out. So all you other guys probably already logged off, which is fine. So I'm talking to you 5. So I will text you guys. If I don't I'll get to you this evening. You guys can text me your questions and whatnot, or tomorrow will be fine too. I'll be back at work, but this is what has transpired. And hey, we're in round 8. I think we're at 12 points. I don't know. We might only have 11. We might have 13. I'm not sure. I'll count that up and post it and send it to you guys in the chat. But it's still a very close game. And we've been scratching and clawing. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll answer you few guys there when you guys text me here soon after you guys see the video posted. And we're on to Russia, who has, I know he has, what has he got, 24 bucks to spend? And he's got 1 mech. He's got 1 unit on the board. No, he doesn't. He's got 3. The 2 ships that don't, excuse me, that ain't done squat. And they never do anyways. So he's got $24. He's moved his factory out of Stalingrad. And he's got a mech up there. So he'll probably bring it down to Bryansk. Maybe Moscow. I doubt it though. He'll probably bring it down to Bryansk. Or he could backdoor it into... No, I wouldn't do nothing either. He'll probably stick it right here. And and then he's got his buys he can do. So probably... So that's Russia coming up. All right. This was Germany 8. This is it for Germany. Let's hope I didn't screw up. Operation Ice Cream. Hammer time out.